welcome to another edition of the Rock Chronicles. Now, since the last time I did a video, I've had two sessions. Now, the thing with those two sessions is that they were, I was going to say life altering, but maybe that's correct. So let me explain. The gym that I go to, they're having a competition, a lead competition. So they said that they were still open Thursday and Friday. The competition was Saturday. So me and Phoenix decided, okay, we're gonna go Friday. So we go Friday, and Friday morning, and we never took into account that they'd still be building the course for the competition. So there's like barriers and ladders and stuff, and like noise going on. So when I got there, I saw what was up, and already for me, the energy was just kind of weird. So she gets there, and her energy's weird. I would say like it's somber, like the mood was somber. So like I don't know, just the energy was like off. And when I was convinced that it was off was when a drill went off, and she actually like jumped. So I'm like, okay, like this, okay, this is the kind of climb it's gonna be. So I had mentioned going to another gym that we have access to, and I didn't really overly get a response. So I wasn't sure if she didn't hear me or just wasn't registering. But a little bit of time went by, and um, she goes, "Do you wanna like make this day better?" And I'm like, yeah. Why wouldn't I? Like, so I'm on the edge of my seat. So I'm like, she goes, and she starts to say the name of the gym that we're gonna go to, and before she can finish saying it, I'm already scooping up my stuff, like a bandit in the night, like trying to get away. Because just being there at this time with all the drilling and whatever, it was just not like working. So as soon as we left, the mood changed. Like we're basically confirming what the other one was thinking. It just was off. So fast forward to the other gym. Now, for me, the excitement's there because I've never like been to this gym, and when we're walking, it seemed like we. You ever see those movies where they have those drug deals in like back of like a warehouse or something like that? Those industrial areas. Like this is where we're going, and the only indication and the only sort of reassurance that we're having is like signs and arrows pointing. But at least for me, the signs and arrows still didn't prepare me for how far and how behind everything um, the actual front doors were. So the front doors of the gym is behind these industrial complexes. So we finally get there, and like already the building is different. At the regular gym, it's more artificial looking, and this was like old brick. So if you just think of like those old school brick buildings, that's still maintained. So we get there, and there's a sign that's saying something to the effect of being closed or maintenance or whatever from the 18th to the 28th. I think I have those dates right. So now I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, we just sort of came into another um, construction zone. But it wasn't like that. So what did Well, no, I'm not even telling the truth. So the bouldering part of this gym was closed down. So the only thing that was available to us was auto belay. Now, even the word belay, maybe a lot of people don't know, but I guess anybody who's even watching this and knows anything about like climbing knows what that is. So they have a device where it's auto belay. So you hook yourself in and then you climb up, and once you get to the top, it's like one of those, leap of faith. You just kind of let go and it lets you down. So I don't know how it's rigged to adjust to your weight or whatever the case is, but the speed in which it lets you down, in my opinion, is kind of rapid. So that you have to sort of get used to. And the thing is, I'm still not used to it. I just do it. I just jump before I start overthinking things and get stuck up there. Like, anyways, so now we have another door that's open to us, and it's top rope. So this auto belay is in place of a partner actually um, doing the belay for you. There's two types. There's top rope and there's lead. Now, what we did take the, I guess, training in was top rope. Now, so this was Saturday. Sorry, my apologies. This was Friday, by the way, that we're at this other gym. I go to the competition on Saturday, and I see what these here incredible athletes are doing. So what these athletes are doing is lead, and what lead is you're hooking yourself in for your safety as you go along. So, I mean, I guess the long and the short is you're responsible for your safety. Your partner is too, but you have to make sure that your line is in place, as opposed to top rope where it's rigged to the top and it sinks to the other side. You're attached and your partner's on the other side, taking up the slack as you climb. Lead, you have to give your partner slack, so it's almost not almost, it's the reverse. So Saturday, that's what they were doing, was lead. And with the lead, they're doing like these, not like, they're doing these overhangs. And the interesting thing for me is, now, in my opinion, like just about anybody can take the top rope belay course. But with the lead, they recommend you have some sort of experience so that in bouldering, the overhangs that you can manage, so that when you do the lead course, you're proficient at climbing, like you're able to show some sort of competency climbing to be certified. Plus, it's a lot more expensive to do this, and it's over a longer period of time, which makes it more appealing to me. Because, well, I mean, it's for your safety. Like, so here, speaking of this, so my climbing partner here decides she wants to send me a video of the absolute worst case scenario that could happen. Well, here, I won't say the worst case scenario. I'll say the one thing that I was thinking of with our weight discrepancy, because I would say that there's about 100-pound discrepancy. So one of my first questions was, what remedy do they have to fix that? So with top rope, what you do is to get extra friction, you're the climber and this is your belay partner. You walk around each other to intertwine the rope so that the rope intertwined creates friction to compensate for the weight discrepancy. Now, that is the theory. So what so what me and Phoenix discovered is you can twist the rope too much. So one of the first things we're going to do before I start getting any distance and height is test how many times is sufficient for us to reduce the discrepancy but still have enough feel for her to see that there's slack or feel that there's slack, because that was part of the problem. The amount of times that it was wrapped, it took away from the sensitivity, if that makes any sense. So it would have reduced the friction, but the amount of friction that we applied reduced the sensitivity for her to respond to the slack. So that's going to be one of the first things we're going to sort out, because I never really sat and thought about this, but on a serious note, you say that you trust somebody, and when you look at something, you don't think about, okay, at least I haven't thought about to what degree do you trust somebody? Because climbing with a partner, a belay partner, be it top rope or lead, and especially lead, I would argue you're putting your life in the other person's hand. So, let's say somebody wants to say to me, I'm being dramatic. Okay. I don't think so, but let's say I give you that. I would say you're still putting your safety in that person's hands. A lot of damage. The video that was sent to me, I'm not sure what happened, but that girl is not okay. Her head hit his. She wasn't okay. I hope to God she recovered and everything was fine, but it was ugly. So, apparently one of the remedies for lead is a device called the OHM, if I have that correct. And what that does is, or essentially what you do is you attach that to the rope that you'll be hooking into when you're doing lead. Now, what that does is when you fall, that device takes the friction and reduces it for your partner. So that device, an external device with the lead, will help to mitigate any damage. So I saw a couple of reviews and they showed with and without, and from what I could see, there's a significant difference in using it and not using it, because with not using it, there seems to be always, even when there's some sort of the weight, there's not that much of a difference. It seems that the belayer most always leave their feet. So when the climber falls, there's always some sort of um, distance. And when this device was used, it drastically reduced or even eliminated it. So now, because I haven't done lead, and from what I've seen in the gym, I've never seen anybody using this device. But at the same time, for the most part, I've seen matching frames, if you will, even when they've been male or female. So I've never seen um, two climbers with our weight discrepancy climbing lead. So if we're going to be the first, let's do it. Um, so yes, I've never seen this device used at ever, much less at the gym. I've never even heard of it past Monday. So it's something that we're looking into, and obviously something that's going to be of serious benefit, because when we're taking the course, the instructor said that was making reference to something. I forget what it was, but she said my partner, my climbing partner. Now, that's when I think it hit me, the fact that me and Phoenix were taking the class together, and that's my climbing partner, and Elaine was like my climbing partner. And when I look around to the gym, it's the same set of people climbing with one another, and you'll see like a bigger group, but within that group, there's partners of two, and the only time that there isn't is if they're bouldering. And those partners of two are always the same. I always see the same two people. So what I'm thinking is, and I could be wrong, because now my curiosity is going to ask, like, why is it that you always climb with the same person? Is it out of habit, or does it come down to a trust thing? So, like, here's the thing. Like, here, this is a crazy thing. As small as she is, I'd rather trust her and try to figure out how to get around it than like 99% of the people are my size. Like, as crazy as that sounds, because, like, here's the thing. You could be as big as you want, but like, so after we took the course and we're leaving, I was joking around saying, like, shit, like, I better, I'm gonna have to make sure, like, we're cool every time we go climbing. Just do like a little, you know what I mean? Like, the instructor was talking about doing safety checks, like the climber checks the belayers knots, and the belayer checks that they're hooked in properly and the carabiners on. But do a mental safety check, like, are we cool? Like, did I do anything to upset you? Did I, you know what I mean? Like, it's a serious trust thing. So is that the case? That is why all these people are always matched up the same. Like, you always see the same two. Because I've noticed at the gym, everybody's very, very friendly, very nice, very relaxed. And is it because, here, I have no idea, but is it because that in that capacity, these people don't have any trust issues? Because to climb and do belay and do lead, man, you better damn well trust that mofo that's like down there below you. Because here, on a Grigory, there's a little lever, like, I don't know, no more than that long, that wide, and you pull it to release the tension on the rope to lower your partner down. Now, I've seen some crazy things and heard of some crazy things, so this is not, out of the realm of possibility. Like highly unlikely, but this is just where my mind goes. Like all you have to do is just open that right up, and that person like falls. Literally, just man. I think you sneeze too hard, and your hand goes back. That person drops. This hand is just sort of guiding the rope. Sorry, this hand is guiding the rope, and this hand is pulling on the lever. So you're pulling back like this, and that's what's lowering them. You just do that, and they drop. So you better hope that this person then isn't holding some resentment towards you, or you said something that got them in their feelings, or so this is how you know you're gonna treat this person well. I mean, it sounds funny, but like there's no better way to sort of like ensure that the person's gonna treat you well, and because your life is dangling at their fingertips. So I don't know if any of this is connected to why the people are the way that they are at the gym, and that's why they have the same partners. Is it familiarity? It's like I guess me and my curious ass self is gonna start asking, so I'll have some sort of answer. So here, I got more to say, but I'm gonna give you guys a break. Thank you for listening, and again, find somebody you love and hug them.